things that happened in our past and in the community and the world that has led to these conditions and those valuable lessons that weren't taught to many of us. But after bumping my head, after doing my work, I've realized the importance of men having actual emotional management skills. Having emotional management skills, not only to be a nice person, but to avoid life altering situations, like going down that treacherous path of mass incarceration, substance abuse, domestic violence, strained family relationships, and statistically speaking, dying early. But I want to give some tools that could have been a game changer for acted and influenced by that invisible yet potent misconception of manhood and masculinity. Hopefully, it can help you to avoid some of these life altering situations as well. The first thing I recognize is I ask guys how they doing. They say, I'm cool, I'm straight, another day. Not often having the language to pinpoint an actual emotion. So what you see up here is the feelings wheel. You can Google this, you can find it anywhere. But the feelings wheel actually gives us some language to identify and pinpoint where we might be in our emotions. I'll ask you how you're doing. Somebody might say, oh, this is what happened to me today. That is a story and that is not a. So I wanted to really provide a tool so we can say, I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm overwhelmed. There's a tool that was created by Beam, which is the Black Emotional and Mental Health Collective, that really helps with de-escalation. And this tool is a strategy called PAUSE. Now, PAUSE is an acronym, and I'll break down each letter for you. And hopefully it sticks and it's something that you can share with your communities as well. The first letter is P. Pay attention. Think about a time that you were angry. Might have been recently, might have been a while ago, but what were the type of thoughts that consumed your mind? Were they positive or were they negative? Most likely they were negative, which kind of sustained your anger. How was your body feeling? Were you tensing your shoulders? Were you forgetting to take that deep breath? Was your heart rate sped up? These are all signs that our bodies are sharing with us to let us know that we're in an escalated state. What story, what narrative are we sharing with ourselves? Because what we're thinking impacts how we're feeling, and how we feel impact how we behave. But if we don't have the language to identify how we're feeling, it can be hard to avoid that behavior that can really shift our lives. So pay attention. The next one is to assess. Assess what's actually activating you. What is this? Was it a tone of voice? Do you feel like you weren't being heard? What is it that was said, done? What is it about the environment that is activating you? You might call it a trigger. Do you know what your triggers are? Or the things that activate you. That's a great place to start. Because if we know what activates us, maybe we can avoid those life altering situations. The next letter is U. Understand. Understand the roots of our feelings. In my life, I've recognized that there's a voice in my head often judging me, telling me what to do, leading me. And somewhere along my journey, I recognized that that's not actually my voice. So whose voice is it that's guiding you in your decisions? Is that a parent? Is that a teacher? Is it an older sibling? Is it a bully from third grade? What is the root of this feeling? Where's it coming from? What values of yours might feel like they're being compromised in this moment? Because if we can identify the root, we can get to the actual cause of this, and we're not so susceptible to popping off. All right. Next letter is S. Set boundaries, Separate yourself. Ensure safety. I know sometimes I don't want to walk away. We're going to handle this right now. I've never known that to be the best idea. To be calm, to be cool, to walk away. That's what a real man does. It's not only about me sharing with you how I'm feeling and what I'm doing and trying to convey my perspective, but it's also about ensuring safety for everyone who's in this space. And that might mean stepping away and coming back on. The last one is E, to empathize. How are other people experiencing me? What point were they trying to get across? How am I contributing to escalating this entire situation? Because the truth of the matter is, when there's disagreements, there's misunderstanding. And if we can just pause and try to consider what the other people are trying to convey to us, it can avoid a lot of those life-altering situations. Being a real man isn't about dominating others. Being a real man isn't about proving to other folks that we are what we naturally are. But a real man takes time to think about the impacts of their decisions, to think about the folks who are being impacted by their words, their thoughts, their behaviors. A real man takes a pause. Thank you.
Yes, my skin is black, but that's no reason to hold me back. I told you, give me love, 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 give me love. I have lots of desires, just like you. Tell me what was song because I'm coming through. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No, 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 no. No matter
Yes, we've got some power. We've got some power. Oh, yes, we got some power. I'm hoping that you didn't lose too much of the sound to over there, and we'll continue with our program for this evening. So let's do our usual introduction here. Let's go for that.
Yes, my skin is black, but that's no reason to hold me back. I don't give me love, 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 give me love. I have lots of desires, just like you. So I won't stop because I'm coming through. No matter how you try, you can't stop me. No, 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 no. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. Yes, your skin is white. Does that make you right? Why don't you give me love, 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 give me love? This is a message to you. I refuse to see the laws of society is made for you and me. Because of my heart, I struggle to be free. Sticks and stones. So let me, I'm gonna say my friend. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. No, 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 no.
So how has the holidays been? How has the last few days been for you? I know that we've kicked off the Kwanzaa period with sorry, we've kicked off the Kwanzaa period yesterday, right? So it's the day after, and then we got the next 7 days. We've got the next 7 days leading up to the New Year's Eve, right? Of the Kwanzaa period as well. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to join us. Hold on, is it? I got it here. I got it here. No, that's not it. Here it is. Here it is. Right. I hope you're going to be able to join us on the 30th of December. Right. And that will be at the Peckham Academy, 112 Peckham Road, SE15 5DZ. And that'll be from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Right. Early bird tickets will be, oh, well, I presume those are already gone, isn't it? Those are gone already. So it's going to be £8 now. £8 if you get a ticket in advance. And that will only go to the 25th of December. So those are gone as well. Right. So you're going to have to pay on the door now. More on the door. Okay. Right. So that'll be Saturday, the 30th of December. Right. And I'm just hoping that you'll be able to come and join us over there, African Bantu Saturday School, with that one there alongside Galaxy as well. Yeah. And the speakers that evening along with the entertainment as well. Let's do the entertainment. Shall we do the entertainment first? Yeah, let's do the entertainment first. African dancers, cultural performances, sangoma, and other drummers, right? And the youth and children will be performing as well, right? Now, the presenters on that evening will be Andre Skipper, right? That's the author, yeah. Dr. Mayenda Joseph, right? Dr. Mayenda Joseph, and then Andre Hackett, right? Andre Hackett as well. So, you know, this hopefully you'll be able to make it down to that event there, right? For the Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa time. Yeah, dear. I tell you now, when I'm thinking of the Kwanzaa as it is there now, right? We are. I did make a comment on it. I did make a comment on it actually, because it has as we do, it comes up into conversation over this period of time. Some are for it, some are not, for whatever reason and everything else. But you know, when you're trying to be expressive, with the African culture, or our connection with the African culture, because we're so disconnected as diasporians. We are disconnected as diasporians from the source of unification. It's good to hear, and it's good to participate in the various forms of outreach. Yeah, I missed your call there, Brother Naya. You can call back again. I missed the forms of outreach. And when I say outreach, I do mean that many of us are seeking, many of us are immersing ourselves into the culture. And we're not going to get it right all the time, mainly because even when we go to the continent, that there are those who are displaying or not even displaying the African culture in its right context, you know, and they're looking to make it into a monetary process. They're treating you like a cash cow, you know. And then, you know, there are those of us who are looking to be authentic in our portrayal, in our participation, in the sense of that we would love to have our identification restored to us. But one of the things that I know, and I feel that most of us need to really initiate from, is to do that personal journey, the personal journey of empowering ourselves. And in empowering ourselves, all what your needs and what is required of you will come to you. And it's not a complicated thing either. It's not too complicated. Anyhow, greetings, my brother.
Mahat Otep, my big bro.
Hey, Kingman, how you doing?
Yes, well, give thanks, give you thanks, for hearing your voice, I was scanning, and I was wondering because I think there was a lot of playbacks on Galaxy recently, I was thinking maybe you was all eating Christmas pudding or something, I don't know. It's like everybody's on holidays.
Nah.
No, it's only jokes. I'm only joking, my brother.
Yeah, I know you're joking because I've been listening in and out over the past few days. Yeah, so and I know that the many of the pilots have been doing their live broadcasting. So
Okay,
that's why I can laugh with you. What this one?
Okay. But many of them seem like they escape or something, you know, them out the country or.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Because
Of course, because you know, because to me, I mean, the Christmas, the Beastmas period, right, is was the most distressing. I mean, to me, was like it was. I didn't like it, you know, in the UK. But then I heard.
I'm going to talk about that a little piece as well. In a little while, I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah. But then I heard Elder Abu. Yeah, he was in with his with the people. He was with his youth program. And he was saying that yeah, there was lots. He can see, and it's true because like I'm telling you something. Yeah, in the Gambia, right? As you know, you know as well. You know what I mean? Like in the Senegambia area, them kind of places there, it's almost like West End. It's almost like it's like chocolate. It's like, you understand? I couldn't register with my head because first of all, it's supposed to be a Muslim country, and then it's like the whole of that place is just like Christmas. Everybody's like it's like West End. Seriously. So, but what I was saying is that depending on where you are, because this is the second year of peace for me. Yeah, I never seen this is the only place I've been on the planet Earth that I've never seen a Christmas tree. I never seen no jingle bells. It's only my neighbor, right? He sent me a text about happy Christmas, but you know what? I don't want to cuss him, you know, because he doesn't know. I done tell him last year.
You did that just
year, but I think
he did that just to rattle your fence,
so.
man.
Huh?
You did that just to rattle your fence.
No, I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. I think he's being polite, you know. But I think he doesn't know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean because it looked like I'm the only No, there's a couple gringo and some other people from Nigeria and all them type of places there. You know what I mean? So, but no. So it's very peaceful without these things, man. Because to me, it's disturbing, man. I don't like it. You know what I mean? But
I'll tell you where I experienced something similar to that. Right, I was working for a long period over in Turkey. Yeah. And that's a Muslim state as well. Yeah. And there are what do you call it? There are other faiths around, but not as predominant as the Muslim faith over there. Yeah. And obviously, you know, with the people that I'm working with, they're all like Englishmen and various people. Yeah. But they're all of like I wouldn't even call them Christian because I've never known any of them to actually go to a church or anything like that. So I wouldn't even call them that.
A pop man.
Yeah. So when the time came, right, it was literally like it was just like a normal day until you walked into the door of this pub. Yeah, and then oh yeah, it's that holiday time again, isn't it? Yeah, but it wasn't a fascination, you know, like how people run behind this like St. Patrick's Day. You remember? All of a sudden, everybody was Irish that day, so innit? Everybody would jump up and down and in the period.
You know what? That's because the Guinness was running. The Guinness run the place.
You know how that go. You know how that go, innit?
Guinness.
Right.
Yeah, the Guinness one, the Irish people. But you know them pub man. You know they like their. I think they like their Christmas dinner, innit? The Yorkshire.
Yeah.
The Yorkshire food.
So it was just a gesture. It was just a gesture type of thing, you know. But them Muslim people there, when it came to their celebrations now, everywhere locked down. Everything locked down.
you know, like Ramadan, yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be honest, you know, my brother, my thing is for this. I don't want to be here in Ramadan. To be honest,
Why is that? Why is that?
it's the same way I feel about Cosmos and them things. It's the same way I feel about it. You know what I mean? I don't really, but I have to really respect the culture. You know what I mean? Because it's like you know, certain times from dusk till you can't eat. So now, if you want to munch a breakfast now and you're yamming a big food in the road and stuff, people look at it's like, you understand? People are looking at you understand. So you can't really. You have to observe the culture.
You have
And
to,
even
you have to
going to
hide
the
away.
shop, even going to,
You have to hide away.
no, but you know what, right? I even try to observe it as well. I try to observe it to try and fast as so, but sometimes I
Really?
forget.
Really?
I forget. I forget, like, you know what I mean? Because the actual the reason why I'm doing it, yeah, is not genuine. It's not genuine, you know what I mean?
I understand.
If I was doing it just to fast for health reasons, then I could say to my brain, okay, let me just observe this now for health reasons. Yeah, that's different. But for me to do it on like a religious thing, I'm just to me, it's going against my whole principles. But because you're in a you know, you're observing this thing, yeah, it's even like my brother. I was busting some you know, like when you're in the car and you can't bust a tune, you know, you can't bust no heavy reggae tune, you know. People looking at to say, now turn it off.
Exactly, because it is a totally immersive type of period when they go into what they pray. I think it's 5 or 7 times a day or something like this, isn't it? So it's like how some of us would do meditation. We would do meditations like 3 times minimum a day, right? Like over this period, right? We would do a 3 times a day meditation, and then even in your conscious state, you still would be chanting. Yeah. So basically,
yeah,
it's
pretty deep, my brother. It's pretty deep, you know.
Yeah,
it's deep, you know, because like check like the person I don't want to, you know, like brother Akram, you know, I'm doing. It's not because I'm interested in how people.
Well,
Me,
I would say
stuff,
to
you know, I'm trying to.
I would say to you, if you're interested, right, don't be afraid to approach any of the teachers out there, the clerics, right?
No, listen,
and just say, look, just say to them directly, look, I'm interested just to find out what Muslim is all about.
No. The best, you know, the best people to ask is the sisters.
No,
because the sisters.
That's dangerous. Okay. That's dangerous territory.
No, because the sisters are heavily into it as well.
Yes, I know. That's why I say it's deadly territory. Deadly. Listen, let me tell you something. It's very much like how I would put it. I would put it like this, right? And I'm not being sexist with this at all.
Yeah, but the man them not speak the truth, brother.
No, listen to me.
It's pure bravado and ego.
No. There are ways of how a woman would be conducting themselves, and there's ways how a man would conduct themselves, right? You learn from the man because you're a man. If it was a woman now, you would direct them towards a woman for them to show them how to be a woman within that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's it. So go ahead.
Yeah. So that is why, and plus, respectfully as well. Even though you may be able to have interactions with them, right? But to have interactions on the true and in a respectful manner, especially if you're approaching something like that. And in my opinion, because I'm a person that I don't like to disrespect anybody and cross the lines as such in that way when I'm speaking about certain things like that, like faith in that way, right? So in that way there, you know that that even the initiate, when you're initiating yourself into those things, or even as you're growing as a young man, right? They do separate you from in that way there, yeah.
I just want to say you're correcting everything, but the reason why I say the woman though, Brother Aston, yeah, because the women seem to be more open about their situation. Plus, they got more. I think they got more gripes to bear, kind of thing. Because you know, they're more controlled by it. But what I'm trying to say is, when I speak to the man, them, it's just like, for instance, now I spoke. Oh, the 5 pillars. They be going like, this is a man who was in UK. Yeah, he's in UK. Spent his time as a shopkeeper. But he was in the UK for a long time, so he knows about the UK and stuff. And then he was talking about the 5. You know, you cannot really. What I'm saying is, from my perspective, it's more of a surface thing with the mans. Them, right? The sisters will tell you kind of how it is with inside the yard. You know what I mean? When you start speaking to them, they'll tell how it is living it and stuff like that, and give you more of an insight. But when I speak to the brothers, it's like, they just want to, oh yes, you're supposed to do this and do that, and you understand? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, you know. Obviously, I haven't spoken to the right person yet, but
yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm trying to say?
I was very fortunate that at the time when I actually picked up the Quran and read it, and I'll tell you how I was motivated. I've mentioned it a few times. How and when I was motivated to actually read this thing, right? Remember the Iraqi war? Remember the Iraqi war?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Over that period there, right? Where I was working in the Essex area, there's a whole heap of them man there, right? They're quick with their lip. Right?
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, they're all up in the army and all them business there, war this and war
another
that.
talk, like kill them all,
Yeah.
Get rid of them all. Yes, kill them.
And I'm sitting, I'm there, and I'm a man that I prefer to observe rather than interact, you know. And then wait a minute. But I'm very aware of them running their mouth on while I'm there sitting in front of them.
trying to wind you up.
Right? And then I know, say, as soon as I gone out the area or out of earshot, they're gonna change it up to the black this, black that, blue, and all them type of thing there.
You don't know, bro.
You understand, right? And I think to myself, you know what?
It's psychological warfare. This is what. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Sorry.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna find out what this thing is, what they're hating so much, right? So what I did, it was a kind of a wind up initially, right? I got a hold of a Quran, right? And I had it on my toolbox, right? And I started reading this thing, right? And then like they look, what you thinking of turning Muslim? I goes, no, I goes, the reason why is because you lot hate them so much, but I want to know what it is that you hate about them. So I'm finding out about them so that I know what your hatred is towards them. Right? And after that, they just kept themselves quiet. Right?
It's very interesting. It's very interesting when you do that psychological test with them. Because they know that you can't wind them up. But what it is when you really check it out, it's actually there's actually a sickness with them. Because
exactly.
it doesn't make no actual you know, racism. All them
it don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. But it doesn't make no sense, brother Aston. Yeah, the racism. Yeah, and the deep psychological. But when you look into all of this stuff, you would check it out. It's like when we're born, how we're programmed, you know. They're programmed in a certain way.
Well, you know, and the thing is, right, one of the things it's not that I don't interact or react to what it is, but I prefer it to play out and see what this person really is on. Right.
You've navigated, you found a way to navigate.
Yeah.
In your, you know what I mean? You've been into those work, and this is the thing. It's like when you go into those workplaces, and probably if you check it out, right, how many black people was on that in that trip in Turkey with you?
I'm the only one in my department, man. What's my
right? So you have to navigate in a certain way. And where did you learn that skill from? You learn that skill from growing up, because from school, you know, you have to navigate, because what happens is now, if you react in a certain way where you want to just, you know, drag them across the table, you know, that's only leading to one way. So you have to try and do other. This is what I don't think the youths understand. But the youths nowadays, they're not even. I don't think they're even facing that kind of discrimination.
They're
not facing that kind of discrimination.
I think it's generational. Like a lot of their parents wouldn't want you to marry one, but it's your friend on the road. Okay, then. So he's there he's there so you can feel safe that you're on the road because you know another black man, or you know an African.
It's like I went to buy a car, right? It was like in this like Essex and stuff like that. I went to buy a car. It was like a cheap. It was like a 127 Fiat or something. I was interested in it because these cars were fast. You know what I mean? These little cheap cars, yeah. And then, but I wanted it for driving, instructing and stuff. I wanted it to learn. I was doing it to learn, you know. So, I went there, and it was like, I went to the house, big Essex, you know. These people are, you see these people, they're wealthy, and the son there, and they're all there, and you know what I mean. The son there, but what it is,
I know what you mean.
They're kind of fascinated with, because don't forget they got black players on their football teams.
That don't mean nothing.
It's almost like
it's not in their house.
It's not in their house and not with their women. It's like but it's almost like Essien and, you know, Drogba, and it's kind of like that kind of fascination, like to say, but the normal brother on the street, you're just niggas, man. You're just niggas, man. Don't come around my area unless you're gonna bring me money. Bring me money and buy my car. That's cool. And then I will charge it overpriced as well.
even though, you know, and you know, one of the things that I was been very blessed as well is because in the area that I grew up in, a place called Deptford, right? And the time that I grew up around there, certain things, or black power movements, right? Organizations were emerging at that time. So the Panthers, right, was what a political influence within the London area at the time. And then you had the Nation of Islam, right? That was another influence at the time, right? So as I was growing up as a teenager, right, early teens, right, I was able to sort of like be around the emergence of those things and how they developed within the society at the time, right? And remember that it was a case of that you were running a gauntlet every day, right? Because you had Bermondsey one side, then you had you had New Cross.
That's what I was about to say to you, you know,
right?
because Deptford is not New Cross, you know. Deptford is slightly is that's southeast, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
southeast.
yeah. It's more to the river,
Yeah,
more to the River Thames.
Deptford, and then you go to like, but yeah, that's almost like you get onto the boundaries, and then you go to the racist kind of Eltham and all them kind of places
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Lewisham
Yeah,
and
so
Eltham, yeah. But the thing is that even though we had such a strong, as I say, in my opinion, I was in a blessed area because there were so many of us. We could make a movement. We could do things, right? And even to the extent of that, I personally, I felt completely safe down there. Although the crime rate round there was extremely high at the time, right? But because I knew of everybody and they all knew of me, so it was a case of, oh, young, what you're doing down there? Oh, you're not supposed to do any of this and all them. You understand, right?
Yeah, I didn't really venture. You know what? I was like more. The most, because I was from South London, yeah, and then the most I ventured like to them sides was like New Cross, basically Lewisham, yeah, was safe, and then New Cross, and then Deptford was like you kind of
That's
going
right.
out, and
No. You had to go through.
Like,
You had to go through the get. You had to go through the
it's
ghetto.
like, so you're on your own things now. You know what I mean? You're taking your own risks there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Deptford wasn't a place that you came to visit. You passed through, but you never visit.
Yeah. As a youngest man, I was like, I didn't know them ends there. You know, I just.
But like at the time, as a young man who was growing up in them times there, and obviously having the type of mother that I had as well, right?
Respect.
Yeah, it was a case
Respect
of
to mommy, man.
Yeah, man. And like in that way there, I was able to look into those things at the time. Right?
Yeah, respect, man. Because
I know that
you know
because
what?
like I know
I never.
I know so I know so that
my mother wasn't into that, man. My mother's into church, but I we got to church,
yeah.
She were into that stuff, man.
But and then like even with that, having that situation for myself personally, I was also able to look at the Rastafari, right? And then my mother was telling me about Rastafari. You understand? Right? Because like where she from in the country area in St. Thomas, that's where you get the country Rasta down there. You understand?
You know what, brother Aston? You know what just made me click? You know, I was playing sorry to cut you, yeah. I was playing Alton Ellis, You Made Me Happy, yeah. I was watching it on you know, you get these tunes on YouTube and they just play the record. It's just like you don't see the video, you just see the record. And it took me back, and I said, you know what? I've got that. I actually stole that record from my mother. I've got that in the storage here in the Gambia. Now, what that made me realize was that, hold on a second, my mother's got all these records, yeah. She's got all these records, but she don't want me to in her cabinet, yeah. Alton Ellis, you know, Slim Smith, all these type of things, yeah. But she didn't want me to really listen. She didn't really want me to listen to them. So
yeah,
because
they were just like how the generation of now they got grime, they've got their whatever tune they might play right now, but it's expressing themselves as youth back then.
But I think it's different in them days, you know.
It's not. It's not, because you would have the same rude boy. You would have the same rude boy tune them, right? And they would talk of this and that, this fight and that fight and whatever, who and what and ever. And then you would have the political influences of some of the artists that they would share on there as well. Listen. Hold on.
Go ahead, sir.
I've just joined. Who we got? Brother Kwame. Brother Kwame. maybe he's not ready to come in yet. Yeah, I just joined him.
Is that from Nottingham or from
yeah.
Galaxy?
No, from Nottingham.
I'll take it sometime in my cook and thing and all them thing there, so maybe.
Yeah. When you're ready, just come in, night. Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah. So like, as I said, that I was very privileged and blessed to come at the time of when they were initiated into our society and into our communities, right? So I was able, so when I'm looking at it now, looking where it is now, I'm saying to myself, well, why is it, right, that we are so disconnected in the way how we look at things politically, and also spiritually, right? And when I say spiritually, because of the different diversifications of the expression of spiritual faiths, why are we still so disconnected, right?
Do you know what I think? I only blame ourselves, because I think you're like a bigger brother to me. Like you're like maybe Prophet Kwaku, slightly young, but you're bigger brothers. Like you're maybe 5, So, and then the generation of like you will see like Brother Extra and them man there and stuff like that. But the like that, I think that was the last generation, man. Because after that, now I think we lost the ball. We just disconnected from. I don't know. There's a lot of factors, man.
Go on.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
First of all, good
Greetings.
Good morning to everyone. For me, it's the parents. Yeah.
The parents? You think it's the parents?
The reason why I say the parents, right, is that they're saying in their Asante people, right, that the ruin of a nation begins in the homes of its people, right? So if you're a parent out there, if you're not, and this is why we are Karens, we are Asantes in particular, right? We have the Kwaku and Auntie stories, and understand that you tell it to your children when they were toddlers, yeah. And their Auntie stories, right, is wisdom, morality, guidance, and spirituality, yeah. So like Sister Chinok Granby, she's a storyteller, right? In our traditions as Africans, right, we don't tell a story for just to put a child to sleep. No, we tell a story to a child, right,
to instill. To instill some principles.
Instill morals, a set of values, principles, integrity in that child, even if that child's a toddler. You get me? So that child, when that child begins to grow, enter this, later toddlership, begins to enter his teens, mid-teens, etc. Right? Those morals and integrity and principles have been grounded firmly in that child through the storytelling. You get me? So, and that is done by the parents, right? So when my child was 3 or 4 years old, right? My children were 3 or 4 years old, I had to tell them some stories. 3 or 4 years old. They may not have understood it, right? But I was giving them a vibration, right? Of the culture, of the integrity, of the doctrine, of the principles and values that they should have in their lives. So that they pass on to their children. The same way my mum and father passed on them to me. Yeah, when I was small, my mother and father, right, told me another story. I remember it vividly, right? Right? And that gave me a set of morals and principles and guidance that I've used all through my life. Yeah?
Can I interject? I think Brother Kwame's got a point there, because what it is like you hear this phrase of children raising children. So what he's saying is that I think he's got a serious point there, because when a child is like, you got children like having 18 and they have no experience of.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Right. Hold
on, Brother Kwame.
Right.
Hold on, Brother Kwame.
Just a moment. When they make that statement, sorry, when it is made of that statement of children having children, there's not talking about literal age. We're talking about development.
Right.
Development. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, because and check it out, right? Because a lot of them people, a lot of the, I'll say for instance now, right? You've got there's been jokes passed around, right? That it's not even jokes; it's the truth. That the mothers and even the grandmothers are actually raving with the children. They're raving with it. It's like they're raving with the children and going out to dance and like they're like, oh,
and
they're
carrying on in them embarrassing ways.
They're friends, and they're setting up their children with their. It's madness.
One of the things that I was reading about recently, right? And these are just reports of like breakdown of different various relationships. This time of year is the most breaking down of relationships that you experience in general anyway, over the January period. Yeah. Okay. January, February period is the time where a lot of relationships break up. Okay. And what you find is also, and like when you're looking into a lot of these articles and everything, that the basis of those articles, you just look at the people who's being affected by these, right? And you see that they are, first of all, in my opinion, morally immature, right? You're talking about people, and I'm going to say this, but I'm not saying it to direct it towards women in general. But the type of persons there, the women have no moral standard of behavior.
You know what I mean?
Right? Even if they're doing it as a characterize for selling their
What do you mean? They're my turkey, innit? They're my turkey like turkey.
It doesn't matter. They live a life of total immorality.
Yeah.
And then they want to live a life as a married person, but they want to continue with their immorality or their immoralistic type of lifestyle, right?
But hold on. Where did they get this? Where did they get this? And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think there was a discussion about what is a good man. Where did they get this from, though? We all know. We all know. Come on. We all know where they get these things from. You understand? There's no. Some of them don't have no. Even if they have the fathers in their life, the fathers ain't strong. The fathers ain't telling them.
But the thing.
You think my daughter could go out and twerk and be twerking? Yeah, my brother.
Okay,
Listen,
let me direct that part of the conversation to my brother Kwame, right? Brother Kwame, you here?
I'm listening loud and clear.
Right. Let me ask you a question directly now, right? And it's not direct. This is not directed towards you, your marriage, or your children, but in general and your view, right? I just want your view, your point of view of this, yeah? Moralistically, if you had any of these so-called celebrities, right, were coming to your family and they were looking to be a part of your family, what would be your view and your reaction towards them?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. Because a lot of these celebrities, right, are immoral. They have no integrity. They have no soul, and they sold themselves anyway to that white terrorist. So I would never allow any celebrity to befriend my family, right? And you see, and this is some of the things that we do, right? Because of the lack of a male figure, some of these uppity black women, and I will use that term. And if you're a black woman, you're arguing, right? Come and argue with me, man. Because you lot born here, right? You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing, beloved, like your sister's an African man. You ain't nothing, beloved. Because I know real women in Africa, man. Real black women in Africa, man. I'm not talking about all of you.
Okay, then.
Most of you born and bred this country,
Right,
but most of you born and bred this country, right? You need to go to Africa. Look at how real black women stay in Africa, man.
Right.
So,
Okay, then, hold on. I
Right.
just want you to pause there. Right. You made a statement there. Most of us born, and I'm going to put myself in this category as well. And this is why I'm directing it in this way.
Well.
I'm putting myself in this category as well because I'm born here, right? When you see so many of us who are born here are not satisfied with the people that we are born around and with here, they look for foreign, as we would say, foreign people. In other words, we look to people of the continent, right, to look for partnership, right? And people from the Caribbeans, right? Even those of the Latin and all them. And when I say Latin, I'm just incorporating the black Latin type flavor, yeah? Okay. So when we're looking for those, do you feel that we who are born here are ready to take on the moralistic levels of those who have been living within that system of strict moral behavior?
I say that no in part, unless you want to humble yourself, right? And we see, and I see this, right? From my right with this, right? I know there's a lot of African Caribbeans and African Americans with a female male coming to places like Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and getting married. Right? And they've had to humble themselves to the culture, the tradition, and the value system of those societies that they've now settled in, with being Ghana, Kenya, or Nigeria. You get me? And so you can't use that Western thing, right? Bring it to Africa, right? And think you'll be listening. You got to, if you don't throw that out the window, man, you will be told where to go. Because we will not put up with that Western culture that many black people born here have picked up. Right? So this is why I'm saying that the type of woman on the motherland, right? Like my wife and my daughter, right, is different than the black women and girls born and raised here, man. And I see every day, man. See every day. On the bus going to, I see every day. I see how the children, the black school children born and bred here, how they go on the bus. How they go on. Right? I see the black women with them, some of them with their rank mouth, how they talk. Yeah? How they talk even in the shops. Because I went to one of my shops here, right? You know, downtown, right? Down Nottingham town, right? Right? And the way one black woman was running off her mouth, man, right? With a dirty wig, right? I'm thinking, nah, man. You can't talk like that, man. You can't talk like that, man. But this is the way, unfortunately, some of our women born and bred here carry on. You can't carry on in Africa, because you will soon humble you. And the fact of the matter is that many of the African Caribbeans and African Americans who have gone to Africa to find their life partners have had to cool themselves down, have to take away the African American, the African Caribbean kind of edge among them, right? In order to make that transition within the African societies they have found themselves in.
You know, one of the things that I would love to see, in generalization, anybody who's looking to go to the African continent to go live or to even take on a partner, that they take on a citizenship like examination. And part of that examination would be the requirement of them to reach certain standards, right, of cultural appropriateness. right?
And just so brother, I don't mean to be cutting, right, but a lot of so-called diaspora say that you want your citizenship to Africa, right?
Mm.
Well, like Brother Hassan said, right, or just he's just trying to intimate. You got to learn the culture, language, nutrition before you get citizenship. You ain't getting citizenship for nothing. You have to earn. And yes, I know you were taken out. I get that, right? But you can't expect us to give you citizenship, right, with that Western mindset. No. It's not going to work so. Not going to work. If you want citizenship of any African country, right, you got to at least speak the language. Because it makes me sick that many of our kids and king, right, African Americans, right, you come to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, right, you don't want to speak Igbo or Yoruba or Akan or Fanti. Who the bloody hell do you think you are? Oh man, can't go so much.
You think that you can just dangle trinkets in front of people and expect them to just come and run around you? Yeah? What type of foolishness is that? Yeah? Wow. Yes, King, man. Come back in night, man. Come back in night.
Yes, Keith, thanks, man. That's a great conversation, you know. First of all, I'd like to say, like, to take it back to what you said, Brother Astan, you, at the beginning, right, you need to be, because once you know yourself and your culture, you don't go to live in places to actually, that's your goal, to seek a wife and no. You understand? First of all,
it's what you can contribute.
It contribute, establish yourself, like Brother Kwame said, learn the culture, try and learn the language. Now listen, I've been in the Gambia for 2 years, yeah.
Can you speak well of Naya?
No, I cannot speak it fluently, but I can say hello, thank you, and all them kind of stuff. And
no. As long as A, you're willing to learn, and B, they can speak the basics, and that C, you are wanting to learn, I ain't got issue with that, man. But if you go there with the English one and don't even integrate at all, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and that is the problem. What I've learned from a lot of do you know what a lot of Gambians have said, like the African Americans, and I haven't heard the complaints from, like, I'm not singling out the African Americans, but like Brother Kwame said, they come there with some disrespect, you know, like they bring the dollar and they're like, oh, you're below us and that kind of stuff, and they leave a bad thing for us, you know. So when you come, especially, you know, me look like, we don't look like I don't typically look like I come from UK. They automatically think I'm American. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to deal with that from what and then they say, oh, brother, you're not like those people. You know, you're not like them ones there. You know, but but what I'm saying is that first of all, right, from what you said, is that I've never been married. Yeah. I've had a rocky relationship. You know what I mean? I've never had what is called stable kind of the norms. You know what I mean? So I have to listen to people like who's been in, you know, and what Brother Aston said. What I've heard is like from his, you know, what I know of Brother Aston, you know, he was in you know, he was married to an Africans and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't come with that goal. I come with a thing with, that's not my first thing. My thing is to go and see how I can prosper, but help at the same time. That is my second, you know what I mean? That's my second thing, you know what I mean? Obviously, it'd be nice to be married. That is my goal, to be honest, to be married and children and everything like that. But I'm not gonna just do that at the expense of just doing that for no reason. You know, no. I know people. Enough of my people, they've come here and they're just married, right? They're in they're in some Muslim relationship, and they just mash up. You know what I mean? Because they haven't tried to learn the culture. They haven't tried to do anything. You know, they've just gone into it. They see a nice woman, they married her, and to be honest, you know, the family just destroyed them. And you have to laugh, you know, to be honest, you know.
Swallow them up and chew them out.
Yeah, because they're not coming with righteousness, you know. They see the big body and you know, nice. Yeah, they're not coming with righteousness, bro. Once you're coming with righteousness and honesty, I think like what brother at the top of his argument, you know thyself kind of stuff. You know, sort out yourself first. You know, but my point was that is that you know it doesn't mean because I haven't been in a steady relationship, I haven't been married. You know, it doesn't mean I cannot comment.
No.
And
this let me tell you something about my brother Niall, right? I have to have I'm gonna say this, and I have said it before, right? But I have total admiration for you, you know, right? Because
Even now.
Come on, man, stop that, man.
No.
You know, I don't like that. I don't like them.
No. I want you to. I want you to just cool and just humble and just listen to what I'm saying to you, because just like you, I find it hard to take compliments as well, right? I do find it very, very, very difficult, right? But I want you to listen to what I'm going to say to you, right? I have admiration for you. Number one, you was in a situation of where you said, you know what, I've had enough of this, right? And you took yourself, whatever state you were in at the time, and you said, I'm going. And you went there and you humbled yourself and you did what you needed to do. And you're there now. You're making a life for yourself, right? Admittedly, you had some rocky starts, right? Because of, you know, some of our conversations, right? I could have blown up on you. I could have. But I said, no, let me try and help my brother. Let me try and help my brother through this. You understand? And we've had a few conversations over the period of time, right? And as much as I'm trying to help you and guide you from my experience, right? I know said that I'm learning from you as well, right? And I'm going to tell you now, there's a whole heap of people, whole heap of us here, right, in the diaspora, right, who's in the wake of what you are setting for yourself. So don't feel said that why I can't, you know, that what I'm doing ain't making that much impact, because I'm going to tell you now, there's man, woman, right, who wish they were your neighbor right now. I'm telling you that now, my brother, right?
Well, you know, I give thanks, but what you know what my thing is, my brother, is that I always try to look. Do you know what? It's like I don't want people to go through. I'm like I dive into things, yeah. I'm trying to help people. Don't go through certain roads, you know. Don't go. You don't need to do this, and don't. You know what I mean?
That's right. Right.
I'm like a guinea pig. I will go there and do that and do this and do that. But you know what I mean? I don't want my people to go through that, man. Seriously, it's not easy, man.
No, it's not easy. It's not easy. But
seriously,
eventually, it will smooth the path. It was
yeah.
You understand?
I want to glide my path for people, you know. Come and eat the mangoes, come and eat, but it's not that easy, you know what I mean? Because our brother Kwame knows, yeah, our African people, they don't it's not that they don't welcome us, like, we've got this perspective as like, Africans
they're not suffering no fool out there. Come on now.
No, they're not. They're not.
Fool.
But at the same time, they're cold. They can be cold as well, you know.
Yeah, of course.
They can be cold.
It's like
especially.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something now. Let me tell you the difference, right? When we built the school there in the Gambia, yeah, we went there. They put out all this regalia for us and everything else. And then the part that was for me, right? Number one, the thing that they did for me directly, right?
Welcome home, brother.
That's right. They they gave me a name. And what they said was, they said that this name, right? They said that when you got this name, this means that you are a member of the family. And what this family is that no matter where you go in the world, their door is going to be open to you. Yeah? And I said, whoa. And I'm going to tell you now, it does happen like that. No matter where I am. If I hear Bojan, right? We're family.
Yeah, Bojan,
we're family. We're family. Yeah? Number two, they gave me citizenship. Right?
Yeah.
So that means that I'm entitled to what any citizen is entitled to directly out there. Right? And I said, but these people don't even know me. And what it is that what they saw, it was the initiative that we started there with the school, and we have been maintaining it all this time, year 14 now, right? That children have been coming and going, educating themselves to another level. Sorry, was it 9726? I missed your call there, but we have been able, right, to educate not the next generation, you understand? And it's been beautiful. Right?
And that's what it's all about, my brother,
Yeah,
you know. And
yeah, but
sorry to cut you.
hold on.
Go ahead,
The
sir.
last piece I want to say about this one is that where in the UK have you seen that reciprocated, right? Where we have opened our families, our homes to those who will come from the foreign. Where?
Okay, yes,
You hear what I'm saying? I've never seen it.
I
I've
mean,
never
it's
seen it.
difficult to Shashamat. No, the Rastafari, no, but no, it's difficult. I totally
You
understand. Yeah,
right?
and this is what
in that alone, it shows that why we are so far from being authentic African that we don't even know the feeling of opening our arms and our hearts to our own people. Right. Listen, I've got another caller coming. Let me just bring
wait. Just quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's so difficult for Africans to come to the U. They make their racist mother effers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so difficult for them to come to. They make it so difficult for them to come to the UK. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, then. Right. 9726. Greetings.
Yeah, greetings. Yeah, I just want to make a couple of comments on some of the things that have been discussed.
Yes, King. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been in and out, so some of the answers that were given, I missed it. So I'm going to clarify.
Just come where you're there. Come where you're there. With it. Come.
Yeah, is Brother Knight still there?
Yes, he is. He's with us. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Greetings. How long have you been in Gambia?
This is going to be my third year. 2.5. Basically, I've been there from October, like 2 years. So from October, 2 years, and then going into January to next October. Mm-hmm.
And you don't speak the language?
Not fluently. No, definitely not.
But you can hold a conversation though.
You know what it is, my brother, right? I'm telling you, right? If you're around the conversation every day, yeah, I think it was easy to it's rubbing up. It's like if you lived in a family, right, and you're speaking the Wolof, or I think. But if I'm not living with. I'm living like in a state with the people, but I don't speak to them like that on a daily basis. Like if I had a wife now, I've even said this or recommended to somebody. Yeah, if you're with your wife, yeah, tell her not to speak English, just speak to you in her language. You will pick it up in about 5 minutes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the reason why I'm asking the question is because I was in Gambia not so long ago, and I came across white people that were speaking the language fluently.
Yeah.
But they, you know what, those people there, right? They go to villages and they spend like 6 months, and they spend like 8 months, and they spend a year with the people them. You know, and they live with the people them. So that's what they do. You know, I mean,
right.
me.
You don't think that's worth doing, no?
No, the initial reason why I came over here was for a Mandinka family. You know, but me personally, I could not stay in it.
So a Mandinka family. What do you mean by that?
A Gambian family who are Mandinka of origin. Yes. So my thing was.
You knew them already, or you went there just to find one?
No. I knew them from a long time. I went to my journey. Yeah, I've been to Gambia about 5-6 times, and I linked up with this family. Yeah, so my link was them. You know, the reason why I wanted to, because of the kindness of the elder man. You know, he was great. You know, and then that family there. You know, I linked up with them. I was doing things with them, helped them out, bought a car for them, and everything like that. But the elder passed, you know. But what it was, right, is that the people in Gambia, they do like a compound life. You know, everybody lives together.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that kind of thing, brother. I'm used to like doing my own thing. You know, so, yeah, you understand. So I didn't want to do that stuff. I wanted to, you know, so I have my own premises and stuff. So what I'm trying to say is when you're not in the presence every day of people who speak the language, yeah, it's like those white people, they go in the village and they live with the village. Yeah, that's good. But I didn't want to do that. I could spend like a week with them, 2 weeks, but yeah, that's not. I'm not used to that, my brother. I do my own thing. You understand? So I don't know if you find that offensive. I don't know.
I don't find it offensive. I just find that a lot of people, black people that I speak to, who travel to Africa, they struggle with the language. But
yeah.
I don't understand why they struggle with the language so much so, and white people just pick it up just like that.
Right. Let me listen to me. What I'm saying, yeah. You can take it on board or don't take it on board. Right. First of all, right, in where I am, the Gambia, right, they've been colonized by white people. English. Yeah. Most of them speak English. So even when you speak to them, right, they will automatically speak to you in English. You cannot speak to them. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're with your missus or something like that, on a regular day-to-day basis, you know, or you're living with like the people you're talking about, the white people, they're in a village for 6 months. They're regular talking to the people. You know, it's like a child. You know, language, like it's repetition, isn't it? You know, when I was in Spain, and I was in Spain for certain times, I could speak Spanish and order a beer and how are you and retete. You know, but so I think you got to listen. I think you got to think about what you're talking about, what you're saying, bro. You know, not everybody.
I've got to think about what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, what not everybody is going to live in a village for 6 months to a year with an African family. That's what I'm saying, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I've done.
So what you're saying is that you can only learn it if you live in a village for 6 months.
No. You can study and you can do all them things. That's not me. I don't really. I'll pick up talking to people. So when I go to the shop, I will say good morning. How are you? Yeah. Can I have a bread and in Imbara? You know, but it's not like I can say, how's your cousin, where's your daughter, and how is school, and you know what I mean? I admit that's not me.
That's not you. That's not you.
No, I don't know the language, but what I'm saying to you, listen to me. What I'm saying to you.
It's just the fact that you don't understand the language. That's why you can't do it.
My brother, you've got an issue, yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that if I was living with my wife, yeah, who spoke Madinka, yeah, trust me.
No, but now,
You see, you're pressuring Naya. You're pressuring Naya, man. You're pressuring Naya.
2 years, right? And you can't speak that much wallet for my nigga, man. That's poor, man. Right? I'll tell you what, right? The best way to learn the language, right? An African language, right? Listen to the radio. Right? When you listen to the radio, right? Particularly if it's in the African languages, right? Wallet for my nigga, right? You pick things up. Right?
Brother Kwame,
right?
Brother Kwame, it's not poor. It's terrible. It's terrible.
He's after me, yeah.
Okay, mate. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to be the best advocate for coming to Africa. Put it that way, yeah. I'm not going to be the best advocate, yeah. And you can say, yeah. So I hold it, man. I hold that definitely.
All right.
Maybe that's poor. It's definitely poor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Listen, I got another 2 callers here. Brother Kwame of Galaxy. Greetings, my brother.
Oh my days. Oh man.
Abaragani.
Abaragani, God.
Imoja. Abaragani.
Anyway, I just want to comment on the reason why white people learn the language. Because lots of them are spies.
Yeah.
They go there.
Let me see.
They go there and they go and live with the family to learn the culture.
Yep.
So that they can go and get jobs in the foreign office or wherever, in immigration.
Yep.
So that they know how to weed out people coming into England.
Yep.
I can tell you that I saw exactly example that today. I saw exactly example today. Some white woman.
Brother Kwame, that is no excuse for not learning the language because white people go there and learn it and become spies. That's not even an answer.
But my brother, can you? What is the advantage? I mean, I don't understand. What is the advantage of learning the language? Why are you so demanding on this?
You see what you got to do, my brother? Yeah? If he was a young person, say 8, 9, 10, yeah, he would pick it up quickly. But when you're older, it's difficult for you to pick up language unless you study it. You spend time studying it.
Brother, I think he wants me to come and teach me.
I tell you why it's wrong, right?
One at a time, please. One at a time. One at a time, please. Come.
No, I tell you what, Brother Kwame, why it's wrong, right? I'm not a native Ghana speaker or Ewe speaker, right? Or even Fanti, right? But I can hold conversation in all those languages, yeah? Because of 2 things, right? I had exes who were Fanti, and Ewe, right? And they taught me, I was prepared to learn. I also listen to radio in Fanti, radio in Ghana, radio in Ewe, and pick up certain words to get me in phrases. So if you want to, if you really want to, right, you can learn language.
Can I ask, is the brother, is he a native? Is he from is he born in UK or is he from the motherland?
You're talking about me, talking to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, UK.
Okay. So what languages can you speak then?
2.
Okay, which ones?
Igbo and English.
Right. Okay.
I
that means brother.
I wouldn't say I was fluent. I'm fluent understanding.
So brother Kwame, you and brother Kwame from Nottingham can conversate.
in Igbo.
I can't speak Igbo.
Right.
Okay,
Listen.
okay.
Okay,
I
then
speak Pidgin. I speak Pidgin. Right. I'm sure brother, you can speak Pidgin, yeah?
Okay, pause for a second. Pause for it. Brother Nana Kute.
Yes, my hotel.
You coming at it. Coming at it, brother. Come.
Yes, brother. Yeah, thank
Tech,
you.
my
My brother. Yeah, I've just been listening for the past half hour. It's very hilarious to me. You know, about the language thing, if you don't mind me having a 2 cents.
they're cussing me, you know, because I'm a UK.
Yeah, I know. They say he's very poor. He's very poor. You should have left Mandika a long time. You know, you've been there a long time, so you should have led at least, you know, hold a sentence with them, you know. Yeah, I hear that. You know, this issue with the diasporans not really having the passion to learn the language here. You know, it's been a very long time thing where they don't even do it. I mean, I don't understand why they don't have the passion for it. You know, because like you said, white people can go there, yeah, within 3 or 6 months they can learn it easy, just like that. Yeah, completely. So we can have to do the same thing. I know Baranaya was saying that these people go to the village and, you know, stay with them. So we can do it as well. You know, you have to go to them. Yeah, do it. Don't have no fear or anything, you know. But, you know, I think we are so accustomed to the Western way of living. You know, we don't see ourselves, you know, to be in a village. I mean, the Chinese do it. The Indians do it. You know, the English do it. So why can't we do it? But we will come up with so many excuses not to do it. Like, but Kwame just come and say that, oh, they do it because they are spies. So what? We can be spies as well. we could be spies as well. You know what I'm saying? To spy them, know their culture, know their language, and know everything. You know, not just go there and study them and then go back to the West and formulate something and say, yeah, boom, this is our thing. No, you don't want to do that. We already have festivals, cultures already in Africa. Go there and practice in those festivals, in those traditional cultures. Don't go and create your own one outside. Yeah, by saying that, oh, you studied, you went around the whole of Africa and you studied, and now I'm gonna create my own thing outside and then call it an African thing. It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So you know, we are always trying to find something that is not originally African by creating a Western version of it. You know, then call it and put their label Africa. You know,
so what happens if you can? What happens if you can? Nene, wait. What happens if you can't speak the language but you can cook the food?
How can you cook the food without knowing the language?
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah? Come on, man.
You can cook jollof.
Your wife will teach you.
Jollof. Huh?
Hey, stop it, man. You're talking about the original. You're talking about the original from Senegal, no?
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, can you cook the Ghanaian jollof?
No, it's called Benetton, bro.
Okay.
Hold on. No, hold on. I'm gonna stop. I'm going to stop that right there. I'm gonna stop.
It's Benetton.
I'm gonna stop that. I'm going to stop that right there. No jollof talking at this right now. We ain't got time for them business. Straight up.
But on the real though, man, we have to start to, you know, do what they do as well. You know, we have to be hard on ourselves and just go straight into the village. I even recommended that, you know, we get sponsorship, with African families based in the UK, wherever you are in Europe, and they will sponsor you. They will host you in their family, and you just go there. The English will be minimal, you know, and you get to listen to what they do, follow the culture. It's very easy to learn the language, you know. Especially out of all the African language in Ghana, Accra Tree is the very easiest language to learn. Yeah, it's very easy, you know. So for foreigners, I'm talking about, you know, and you can pick it up within, you know, you can pick it up really easily. But you have to be amongst the people, the local people. You know, you have to be in the villages and pound the fufu. I mean, you got Chinese people pounding fufu and eating meat. You know what I mean? You can do this. You know what I mean?
Nene, when you go to the shop, right, you don't need to speak English. Right? You need to point. Look, this is food. I want that. I want this. I want to eat this.
That's lazy.
No.
That's lazy.
Don't.
Lazy, yes.
Now you're disrespecting yourself. Stop them foolishness.
You know. Let me tell you this. You see, I think the other day, I can't remember what day it was. I found it on the show. I was talking about sacrifice. You got to make a sacrifice. That's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
You know, those that are prepared to make a sacrifice and those that are prepared, you can't be bothered, just lazy. Let me just do the easy thing. Oh, I want that. I point over there. That's easy. That's lazy.
Okay.
You know, until you make the sacrifice. And this is the thing that is creating a lot of problems for us as black people. We're not making a sacrifice to do things.
Yeah,
and we think that it just applies to one thing. It doesn't. It starts to move on to all different aspects of your life.
But you're freezing in the UK, my brother.
Huh?
Pardon?
One of the things. Hold on. Right. Let me tell you something now. You see how you're talking about languages there? Over the last couple of months, what I've been doing is getting the top 20 phrases to learn from a language. And what I'm going to do as of January, I shall be introducing the 20 phrases and a new African language each month. Right? So you shall be hearing this on a rotation. Right? So by the end of my intentions are by the end of the year 2025, we shall have 12 languages underneath.
My brother just come to wind me up. That's what it is, you know. That's what he come to do, you know.
No. This is serious, man. This is serious. Right? Because as I stated earlier on, if you can remember, I stated that there should be a citizen cultural examination before anybody can come there about they want come and buy land and all them things there. Yeah? If you don't pass that, don't even look upon my piece of grass. Yeah? Don't even look upon my piece of grass. Yeah, and I say, and I put myself in that too. Yeah. How are you gonna have some little 6-year-old be able to speak better than you, and you gonna go buy land and run business?
My brother, brother Aston, no disrespect, but the language, is not gonna be the thing that buys land. That's a nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Because the Chinese, they're speaking them Chinese thing, they're buying up all people land.
No. But okay, let me explain this. There are some jewels of the land of Africa that other cultures will never ever experience. The fact is that if you have the people and you have the ear and the heart of the people behind you, and you are able to communicate with them, right? You will go a lot further than any of those other foreign invaders there. A lot further. You understand? Right? So do not underestimate the power of communication, my brother. Yeah? Do not underestimate that.
I would say, communication as African people, we've been, people might say you people who are in the Christian faith would be the Tower of Babel or something like that, where they scattered all the languages, The languages, it's not a matter of.
Well, I would say, bring it back to the source. Bring it back to your source, my brother. Right? That's what I say personally. That's what I personally say.
Big brother. What I'm trying to say is, even if you go to anywhere you go on this planet Earth, as an African person, you don't need to speak the language, brother. That's what I'm saying. You can communicate from your aura.
I would say no. Don't. I'm not underestimating that at all, right? Because it has been the mainstay for me, and I've been living that in my suitcase for over 20 odd years, right? And that's been the mainstay for myself. Yeah. But I would say to really immerse yourself into a culture, especially if you're going to reside within that culture, you should, in my opinion, know.
I say marry a woman, have children, and learn the language, man. That's the way.
No. That's stupid, man. Right, you need to integrate, right? And this why Naya, I think you are struggling in the country. And one of the fundamental reasons why you're struggling right now, right, is that you're not prepared to learn the indigenous languages, right, of the country that you're in, with the one of the
Really?
links, right?
Well, you ain't getting no mangoes then. You ain't getting no mangoes, bro.
I got. He's got a lot. Don't worry. He's got a long stick. He's got a long stick. Don't worry about that.
I'm just seeking out the people who are the infiltrators. You know what I'm saying? Because
look at him.
you know, you know, the infiltrators. I'll take Nene Kuti. Nene Kuti team. You know, at least Nene Kuti.
When you in the Gambia, right? Do you use a chocho?
There's no chocho. Which part you find chocho in the Gambia?
Okay, minibus. You get the minibus?
Yep. Listen.
No, yes or no? Don't give me the red answer. Do you take a minibus?
Well, I have motorbike and transport, but yeah, when I do that, it's not called a minibus. It's called gele gele or chocho.
Yeah, I mean in Ghana you call it chocho, right? But okay, gele gele in Gambia, right? So when you're on the gele gele, right? Do you speak with the people on in the gele gele?
No, you just say this stuff. No, but
listen. By the time we're done with you, Naya, by the time we're done with you, you will be speaking fluent, and then you trust me.
No, wait. What the brother and what you don't understand is that when you're speaking with the colonized people, they speak English to you, brother. You're trying to speak the language.
I will say to you, refuse to speak their language then. Stop speaking.
Are you saying to me?
Stop speaking their language. Right. Listen, I'm coming to the top of the hour, gentlemen. Right. I'm gonna say thank you for joining us this evening on the Black Father Support Group show. Right. I shall be returning on the Rising on the Blacknificent Radio Show. Okay. And I would hope that you'll all come and join me on there so as well. Right. And I will say also look out as you've initiated it. And I was waiting to come and bring it tomorrow, you know. But anyhow, I'm gonna bring it tomorrow for the language, right? Languages, okay. And we shall be initiating that in the January period as well. Okay. So, my people. 12 languages. So we're starting off with what we're starting off with oh, you see my brain gone now. Gosh. What was it? I forgot which one we started. No, not Igbo.
Yoruba.
Igbo is second.
I can't.
No.
Walo.
Not what? Anyhow. We'll get it tomorrow. We'll get it tomorrow. Right? Yeah, Igbo is second. It's the second month. Okay. But anyhow, right? So it will just be your 20 basic phrases out there, and you do it on a daily basis. And then you'll be fluent by the time you actually go and engage with other. You'll be walking down the high street, down Peckham High Street, and you'll be able to speak with everybody. Who's this foreigner who's coming now? It's the next presenter just come inside the place. Anyhow, so listen, thank you for joining me on the show this evening, and we shall be linking up again in the near future. Yeah, at the top of the hour we shall be having our brother Kwame.
because we don't give. We don't give because we have not. We don't give because we don't give because we have much. We give because we know what it's like not to have. Our family, the Galaxy family, Philly family, whether home or abroad, we interact, we deep brainwash, we no watch clock. No authority pay us for this or that. We, the family, do all of that. We build the temple as know thyself. Now doctrination and religion is heading for other hosts because our family doors are tightly closed. Our family, the Galaxy family, a Fairy family. Stargate travelers, information givers. We travel where others fear to go.